it's normally the story that comes in. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry, sometimes you just remember some good shit. Welcome to the Bottom of the Bottom podcast.
What's going on, good people? Y'all know what time it is, man. We back at it again, man. Look, we got a couple faithfuls in here that be in here. One of these days, we going to be on time even. I'm going to tell you that right now. Hey, Carolina, what's good with you, player?
Hey, shit, it's the Hummmpday Happy Hour Tap It. Hey, my homeboy gave me this for my birthday a little while back, and I'm just cracking it open because I'm at the corner of everything, and I just want a whole drink.
Okay, well, shit, there's that. I'm going to go ahead and take this time to tell y'all people to go ahead and like it right now. Wherever you at, Facebook, YouTube, whatever the fuck you on, like it, because I'm big and I come find you, put hands on you, all that good shit.
Pause on.
The devil been working heavy, man. My laptop crashed. My phone today out of nowhere was like moisture detected. I couldn't do shit with that motherfucker for about an hour. So keeping that in mind, the devil busy and shit, just be stronger than the devil, man. Don't let him stop you. Keep pushing. Now, today, we back at it again. We got a panel of good people on the line. They are all returning guests. We love them all. Carolina, go ahead and bring in our guest, man, for the evening.
We got Mr. J. Smith coming in. Come on down the line. How you doing, Mr. J. Smith?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man?
Hey, shit. That boy got that Colgate smile and pretty white teeth. That's a hell of a filter.
He got his own private esthetician. I learned that word a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Y'all crazy, boy.
And then we got Miss Pageant from right here in Columbus, South Carolina. Miss Venom. How you doing, Miss Venom? Come on down the line.
Hey.
And we got one more tapping in a minute once he get his shit straight.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, man. You know what I'm saying? It's always a hood production. If you give us some money, we'll fix the shit. Until then, just ride with us. Hey, that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to bring y'all. See, shit just going crazy. Let's get into the first call while we waiting on Crip. You know how we do it, man. We just gonna go. I'll get Venom for right now. You get Joe, and we'll both hit Crip.
All right.
So Venom, I'm going back. I'm doing throwback black TV shows.
Okay.
Favorite character from Living Single. Hold on. Kyle.
Okay.
Overton. Or Regine. Of the three.
Okay, definitely not Regine. Overton is slick in his own way, especially when you go back and watch it as a grown-ass woman. You be like, Overton was throwing in, he got him in there. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
But, you know, you cannot top Kyle Walker.
All right. For Martin, is it Roscoe the Snotty Nose Kid? Is it Jerome? Or is it Dragonfly Jones?
You know what? I'm gonna have to go with Dragonfly Jones. And I'm gonna tell you why he's so dope. Do you know my daughter's second grade teacher used Dragonfly Jones clips? The one when he said, silence! Silence! And she would play that for the class when they were lining up. And I did not know my daughter knew that. And I'm like, how did you know that? And she's like, that's our teacher plays it in class. Silence!
I like it.
That's crazy.
Different world. Walter Oaks, the Colonel, or Mr. Gaines?
Who was the first one?
Walter Oaks.
Oh, Walter, Colonel, or Mr. Game.
Mr. Gaines was hilarious.
See all, know all. See all, know all.
Mr. Gaines was hilarious. Favorite made-up character from Living Color. Tommy the Clown, Handyman, or Wanda.
I don't really like these men dressed like women.
Yeah.
So
that's what happened to the world.
I mean, I know unless they're a man who wants to be a woman. Let me clarify that. Unless you're a man who wants to be a woman or you feel like you are a woman, let me say all the PC stuff. I don't care about that. I'm just talking about regular straight men.
Oh man.
Okay, that was 4. And then I'm just going to round it off with show in totality. Living Single, Different World, or Living Color.
Okay. Whoa. You talking about better? Which one?
Just a whole show. Which one did you prefer the most?
Wow, that's deep. Because Living Color, we had to figure out what the finger snap was going to be so we'd be on the school bus the next day, 2 snaps around the world, you know what I mean? Living Single, like if I'm thinking about, if we say for the time, Living Single would have been my top. Different World, come on man, had us all dreaming about going to college. You know what I'm saying? So if I had to put any above, I would do Different World. I think it was very influential for us in that era to like make college cool for black kids to go to. So I applaud that show for what it did.
Yeah.
I just rewatched it on streaming. So Different World is definitely mine. What you got for Carolina?
All right, Crip. We're going to get you last. We're going to go through Joe, then we're going to come back to Crip. So, we're going to go to Jay and then come back. So, Jay, if you owned your own game show, what would be the game show? You was a host, I'm sorry, not owned, but host.
How to pay off this child support.
You're going to have a lot of contestants. You would never lack it on contestants.
All right. If you had your own reality show, what would be the name of it?
How to not get on child support.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. If you was a teacher, what would be your subject?
Financial literacy.
That's dope.
I mean, our parents ain't really, I can't speak for everybody's parents, man. We ain't, my parents told me how to balance a checkbook.
Yeah.
They ain't explained the credit card hustle to me. And then when I was in the 20s, we got a little bit of money in our cards and we just blew it. But now, you gotta tell the kids now, man, you got so many different forms of currency, you just gotta be on point, that's all.
That's very true. That's very true. If they added you in the Boys in the Hood, what would your character be?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a tough one, bro. I don't know, man. That's a tough one, man. I'd probably do, I don't even know, bro. I'd probably just be an extra. That cast so heavy. And everybody had their part. I would just be honored to be in the movie, man. I would have probably been like, Ricky, man, you got to zigzag when you're running, though. They shooting at you.
All right.
And my last one. If you owned your own restaurant, what would be the name of it?
Joe's Place, man. So everybody can come. Everybody know Joe, man. It's either whether coffee or it's the neighborhood spot. Just somewhere to come hang out,
You should have called it child support.
You ain't gonna stay open long just with coffee. No damn Starbucks, bro.
All right, Jay. Let's go. Let's hit Crip real quick.
I'm on my movie shit. The Last Dragon versus Purple Rain.
Ooh.
Purple Rain.
All right. House
Musical.
Party. Yeah, House Party 1 versus Project X.
House Party 1.
Project X was dope though. You in the corner. We're gonna go back to we gonna keep it movie. You got Michael Jai White to have your back in a gang fight. No guns, no knives. You got Michael Jai White. And you got Kimbo Slice. Who you taking?
How many people we fighting?
It's a gang fight, cuz we'll just say it's y'all two, no more than 5, no less than 3.
No more than 5, no less than 3.
I'm gonna go with Michael Jai White just because he know an official art.
Okay.
All right. You in the movie The Warriors. What's your gang? What?
I ain't see that.
Oh, all right.
Hey, I was over here thinking, I'm glad I didn't get those questions.
Really?
All right. If you can mix your own drink and it be your own kryptonite drink, what's in it?
I do an infused cognac.
THC infused, CBD infused.
Ain't playing
Okay.
yet. Ain't no need to play with that.
And what's it gonna be called?
Whatever they want to call it. I don't know.
I got one more.
Yeah.
That's it.
You kryptonite another one.
Okay.
ACT again.
Okay, man. Nah, man. This is easy shit. You got your own movie, cause you can create it, write it, whatever the case. What's your character? What's your movie about?
That's easy because I'm actually in the process thinking about writing a book about my life.
Okay.
On the outside, it looked real boring, but from the time I was conceived up until now, I got a lot of shit I can talk about, like interesting shit. Like,
well, make sure Liquid's in there. I done talked to Liquid's about all 3 of y'all. Make sure Liquid's is in there.
It's plenty of them stories in there, but yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm dope. I mean, just to get off my, what I'm saying, my heart.
That's what it is, man. And everybody should think about that, because like even if you ain't gonna publish it, take the time to write your story out, man. You never know what kind of interesting shit might be in it. You know what I'm saying? You never know who got, some relatable content to you.
Right.
But let's get to the get down, man. Did it say R&B is dead? What say you, Venom?
Diddy bored.
Diddy bored?
Yeah. When you play around with little kids, you know what I'm saying? When you got little kids to play around with, got little girlfriends, little city girls to play with, you get bored. And you just decide to create some drama just out of nowhere, just to say, you know what? I want everybody on Twitter, everybody on Instagram talking about me today. So I'm bored. This little girl ain't exciting. And I done bought her some new shoes, all the purses and the lip gloss, and now she boring.
Said lip gloss.
But really, what do you consider R&B today, then, Venom?
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say about music. 'Cause I think a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about music. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you got to go and get the music you want. It's all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You cannot expect radio to bring it to you. You cannot expect it's coming to you on a platter. Like, I've had dudes tell me that Mary J. Blige's album was so dope. I heard that from dudes. But if you ain't going to listen to her album, how y'all gonna say ain't no R&B albums out?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
What you think, Crip?
I think basically what Venom said, he looking for attention. I think he ain't really doing much right now. That they hyped up to be such a big record, which I like. But, it ain't gaining no traction. He just needs somebody talking. That's it. R&B is far from it. I mean, I can run 20 artists off top of my head. Like Venom said, you got to go find the music now. It's not gonna get hand delivered to you like they used to do. Millions of R&B artists out right now. That's dope. Go get them.
There's lots of them.
What you got, Jay?
No, I don't think it's dead either. I just think it's like everything else, it evolves. So it's all about your perception on what you consider true R&B. So But Diddy though, I mean, Diddy's a good businessman, but we can't really consider Diddy to know what he's talking about when it comes to music, huh?
But
especially not now, not today.
What he was talking about, from my understanding, when he explained it, he was talking about them soulful voices. You remember when with Trick Daddy, he questioned Beyonce singing, and then they asked him to clarify it. He was just like, a lot of these singers now, female wise, he's talking about females, sound alike compared to the Aretha Franklins and the Patti LaBelle's and all them. Like their voices were distinctive. That's what Trick was saying. It's kind of what Diddy's saying now, as far as some soulful voices. So
we gonna really say that a Beyonce song come on, you be like, oh, is that Beyonce or her? That what we really gonna say? We gonna really say that when a Beyonce song come on, you questioning yourself, who is singing that song?
No, I'm not questioning it, but I'm just saying that's their perceptive. That's what Trick Daddy was saying. I kind of think that's what Diddy was saying.
So you have a group of them that are like that. Like I brought up her couple of them in that era that kind of sound like Queen Naja. Some of them that you may not know, Ella May. You know, when you first hear them, you might be like, is that? Yeah. I dig it, I get it. But we had it back in the day too. You're not gonna tell me in the 90s when we was having, I don't know what it is that you think our older people wasn't like that? Ain't no goddamn singing.
but also in our age range, and Diddy made this point too, to make sense. We had everybody that sung had a background in church. Just about. You had a background in church for something. For something. Those powerful voices, like I always talk about Fantasia, but that voice, it's gonna be a long time for that voice to come back.
I mean, look, you got Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah.
I mean, you still got those with strong voices out there. I think.
Hey, let's talk about her. If you care so much about these strong voices, Diddy, then why Jennifer Hudson ain't got no number one hit? Where her number one hit?
Right.
Diddy better go sit down somewhere.
Right.
And I'm about to really get Diddy on some shit. I'm trying to find the girl name real fast.
I agree that there's so much content out there now from mainstream versus your social media artists versus it's so much music out there now. If R&B is your thing and you don't do your due diligence to go look for it like they said,
man, the more I think about it,
think it's dead.
But the more I think about it, the more I'm confused. I mean, we talking about what does Diddy consider R&B? I hope okay.
Okay, do y'all remember when Diddy had a show called The Four?
Yeah.
Dope ass show. The first winner, I looked up her name real quick, Evie McKinney. Evie did a lot of Tina Turner and all that stuff. Sis Could Blow. That's Diddy's project, and that was part of her win. What he did with her.
And that been the Four been off now for what? About 2 years?
What he did with her, he found one of the greatest voices just 3 years ago. If he really feel R&B is dead, why didn't he bring it back with Evie? Because when I see her perform, because she don't really have no songs, she does Tina Turner. That's how she won the show. That's how good she can sing. She did the...
Right.
So how much is it between Venom and Crips and y'all in the industry? How much also is it the singing ability and what you can market? Is R&B singers harder to market now?
It's always the market.
No, it's
you can have all the talent in the world. If they can't put if they can't put your picture on a face and make money.
So maybe that's Diddy, because Diddy's all about looks also. Everything Diddy does is about looks. Right. So is that why he's saying R&B is dead also? Because he can't find the soulful singer with the correct look he's looking for.
Y'all look at the girl I was talking about. She had it all.
I'm still confused. I'm still confused, man. I mean,
she had face, body, voice. So what's his excuse? I'm not doing that with Diddy, because now the market is so important. Because you remember now back in the day when Jill Scott first came out?
Woo, Jill.
Y'all didn't know who Jill Scott was. They didn't put her on the album cover.
No, but
because they weren't ready to accept a bigger, full-figure woman back then.
Them nitties was out there.
No, all her album cover was her baby picture.
Them things was
her first album.
That big. Them things was that big. You already knew they was there.
Oh, but now they have accepted, big beautiful women more. But when it first came out, it was all about the look.
Let's take a long walk.
Oh, that was my shit. Front to back to front,
I think,
front to back.
At that point, that was the industry trying to push their narrative. Like, I always been around dudes that like big girls, cause like I always like big girls. So I understand in the marketplace that wasn't the successful model. But you remember Natalie Desselle? I used to be in love with that lady, cuz. Baps. The big girl from Baps.
Yeah, got you. Yep.
Man, that's sad. That's how you remember.
I used to be in love with her. Yvette, goddamn Janet Jackson on Friday. I used to love that lady.
Oh, Freddie Jackson.
You know what I'm saying? She looked like Freddie Jackson. But I
but
do.
You know what the thing is though? They wanted the thing about the marketing, and I get what you're saying. It's a lot of people like big girls. That's never was the issue. But they wanted to, when they put this artist out, the goal is first to get the black community and then to cross over. So they always got to have somebody to appeal to the next, to the next, to the next. Until
That's
Lizzo, now the white girl's got a big black best friend. I don't like Lizzo. I'm gonna be honest with you. She's obnoxious and annoying, but she got all the white girls feeling like they got a big black best friend. That's how they feel. That's the yes queen. That's the white yes queen, era.
And she got an Aki body too. Like she got a.
Damn.
I like big women with curves. Lizzo ain't the curviest.
Gotta have
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Go back out.
Yeah. Her
I'm
road
gonna
is
leave it
under
at that.
construction. They just working at the bridge. They gotta work at the bridge. The bridge of ISIS. That's it.
I'm glad she's getting her shine. I'm glad she's getting her shine because there's a lot of women out there that's probably built like Lizzo that wasn't getting a lot of love and wasn't represented.
So let me
but it's not necessarily my cup of tea.
I don't think her songs are that great. I mean, that's just why I don't really like her. It's not anything else. I haven't heard anything that I thought was that. Like, they're like, she's so talented. She's so freaking talented. Where is she blowing at? What riff is she doing? Why they bringing up Beyonce? My homegirls and her sisters, they all sing and do that. I was listening to them have a conversation about, I didn't listen to Beyonce album because I'm not Beehive, I'm not a fan. But there's some song called like Plastic on the Couch or something. And they were talking from a musical standpoint, how amazing those riffs were in that song that Beyonce did. And they were discussing as singers, how it's possible for her to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
But do y'all hear the difference in the voices now compared to back then?
How far
Well,
back?
yeah.
We'll go late 80s to the end of the 90s.
I say you go from 2000s up.
It's people are more accessible now. Like you can find acts on the internet and TikTok, et cetera. So they might not have the musical background. You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, Diddy was looking for people in church, et cetera. So I mean, the talent might not be there as much. And like Venom said, just looking for something to market nowadays. You can have a subpar voice, but we can market you.
Man, I'm still gonna say day 26. I don't know how they made it.
Oh, you don't think they should have made it?
Can we be honest? Every time Candy sings, I'm still confused. Because we're not going to say, what we're not going to do is act like we ain't had subpar singers too. We are not going to do that. Every time Candy opened her damn mouth, I'd be like, I don't know.
It's easier to find them now, is what I'm saying.
It's definitely easier to find them. Everybody's truth teller was live. TLC was horrible live.
I heard Brian McKnight was horrible live. I've heard Brian McKnight was horrible live, but that was like one person at that show. So
Brian McKnight.
That would hurt me to find out Brian McKnight. That would touch me.
Yeah.
I heard he just did a bad show. This might have been one of them nights. He might have been on.
First off, T-Boz's register is super low. Like she ain't never had to hit no real notes.
She sing talk.
She sing talk. Okay. And then you got like back to the image thing. Like I don't know if y'all heard of Chica. Chica is a dark-skinned chick from Alabama.
Yeah.
And she's not a singer. She sings on certain things, but she mainly a rapper. She in that Lauryn Hill kind of. She can really sing, but she can really, really rap. But she dark-skinned. She gay. She probably ain't the aesthetic that people would want to see, but supremely talented. You know what I'm saying?
Filters. They got camera filters.
But you know what? But you know what? There is a market for her now. The difference is now when you talk about marketing, it's not saying anymore light skin, long hair is the market. That's not the market anymore. The market could be dark skinned gay girl. Why? There's a whole bunch of gay people that will come and support her and others. You know what I'm saying? That's why we have to remember the market can be odd now. You could be different looking now, and that still be a market.
Right.
But what about the singing ability? I just want to know about the singing ability. Like,
okay, now Dirt. We all saw that disaster of a Versus with all the millennial tour boys that was on that stage sounding like crap, except Bobby V, of course Mario. Sammy still sound all right, but the rest of them fooled everybody for a lot of years. Where there was a lot of cocaine and drugs that happened.
Cocaine.
I knew Ray J couldn't sing. And I think further the point, that might be what Diddy is talking about without saying it. Because you have, well, not even the versus battle, but you got Beyonce, you got Jasmine Sullivan, you got her, you got all those people that we talked about, right? And they all dropped albums in the last 2 years. But there aren't any male R&B singers outside of Chris Brown. Usher been on a hiatus for the longest. He been
Usher had a hot song though. Stop it. Usher got hot. He had a hot song.
When? Recently?
You don't listen to Usher.
Who won't listen to Usher?
I'm about to tell you Usher's song because I'm bad with names. So I'm the Google queen because I'm bad with names.
I will agree with that. There's a lot more female singers that's out than there is male singers. As in back in the day, it was a lot more male singers.
Right. I think that's what he was getting at.
Yeah, because he's talking about the love.
Bad Habit. Bad Habit was dope.
That was about 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago. They just still playing it.
Nah, Usher got a catalog, and if you got to pick 20 great songs to do a versus, Chris Brown ain't sweeping that shit like people think.
No, not one.
Chris Brown just put 30 songs on an album. That's all.
I mean, but Usher did well on that tiny concert he did.
Oh yeah, the tiny.
Oh man,
yeah, he killed that.
Oh man,
y'all want to know why there's not a lot of male R&B artists? Y'all want to tell y'all the truth? Because they all perverts. They all perverts and they trying to lay low. Why you think Trey Songz ain't making those songs? You know we talked about it. You know he laying low. Don't bring me up. Don't bring my neighbor about a versus battle. Don't bring me up in no conversation because y'all gonna get to Googling and then y'all gonna remember what I did.
She made me grab my bottle.
They freaky deakies and they trying to stay out the spotlight. Look at Neo. Look at Neo.
He catching it right now.
Now, do you think that the male R&B, specifically the male side, is on the decline? And Diddy made that comment because really, when you listen to the Diddy comment, he's really talking about males to females. So, do you think that was the reason for it? There's really not that many male R&B singers.
I think to Venom's point, our best male R&B vocalists have all been some habitual line steppers.
Run them back. Run them all back.
Usher in there too. Usher in the pot too.
Yeah, they all been habitual. Marcus Houston, he just kind of, you know what I'm saying? And that's just one off the top. You know Kells is down bad. Trey Songz following that line.
Chris Brown trying his best to stay out of trouble. God bless him. Like I feel so bad for Chris.
He's shaking
Chris
too.
Like I didn't do it. I got receipts. I got text messages. Lord, I ain't did it.
Even like, I don't know what happened to Miguel. I thought Miguel had a promising fucking future, and when he kicked that lady in the face at that concert, he ain't been the same since.
Yeah, stage fright.
Bruno Mars happened to Miguel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bruno
Then
Mars
you got
happened
The Weeknd. What he doing? He did the Super Bowl. We ain't see him no more. He must have sold his life to Illuminati after that. I don't know.
Okay,
Tank
this is
coming
for
back,
everybody.
Tank.
For everybody. Was The Weeknd really that impressive?
Not to me.
I never was a huge. I didn't get it. He ain't The Weeknd no more, right? Didn't he change his name?
In Tuesday? Changed his name to Tuesday?
Hey, who's the other dude that saying we're going up on a Tuesday?
Hey,
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Mano Cannon.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened.
Okay, you know what? I will give him this. Now he's saying that. When I really think about it, another thing that could be, what you could say, killing R&B is all these rappers fake singing.
Well,
They starting to do their own hooks.
Yeah, well, that all started with that dang. See, a lot of people be like, "Oh, well, T-Pain started all that," but I mean, before that, you had Teddy Riley back there doing it. Yeah,
I think it was Weezy. I think when Alien Weezy started singing,
they said it was Snoop.
It wasn't Snoop.
They said Snoop started singing on a hook. I forgot what song it was, and it was
every cat that's rapping now. Wayne has fathered. He has fathered 100 million of these motherfuckers.
It go a little bit past Wayne though, because 50 was singing and Ja Rule and
Nelly.
Ja Rule is the father. Ja Rule is the father, and 50 Cent is his badass son who tried to diss his father and do the same thing.
Yeah,
and
I've been saying that. And I've been saying that.
Bring back Lloyd. Lloyd is dope on hooks. Somebody go get Lloyd.
Southside is the killer.
Southside is that. Okay, so let's check this out. All y'all, so we can compare this correctly. Give me a singer or a song in the 90s that you just remember as far as an R&B track.
From the 90s.
Just anything from the 90s. Go ahead.
There's a whole bunch of them.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you got
it. Was
so all... we're saying like a favorite that's nostalgic?
It's something to spark this conversation, just to show what we're talking about.
High Five, Can't Wait Another Minute.
Can't wait another.
I could listen to that song over and over and over.
I would say Casanova by Gerald Levert.
Great song.
Casanova.
Hey.
What you got, Chris?
Me and Romeo ain't never been friends. Hey.
So what?
Say again?
Lauryn Hill, X Factor.
Who is that?
X Factor.
Oh, X Factor.
Oh, X Factor. Lauryn Hill, that whole album.
What you got, Jay?
The first Maxwell album.
Ooh.
Okay.
I thought
go another round.
I thought you were gonna throw something there because me and this dude back in the day, he had a TQ first album. This man bumped for like 6 months straight, ain't take out the deck. Y'all remember TQ?
TQ. A bunch of bad deals.
Yeah,
TQ
was
talented.
TQ album. He bumped. He was the only person I know on this side of the hemisphere playing TQ and never took that bitch out the deck. And the CD player worked. It wasn't like it was in there and it got stuck. That shit was in there on purpose. And he rocked that shit.
I don't think you get classic music anymore because of the amount of music that one person can put out. Good, bad, and different.
Okay, so let me say this, and this is why a lot of R&B music isn't as classic anymore. Now, I will say that. Okay, I will say that. It's not as classic. I will give it that. And I'm going to tell you why. It's the slang. They're not making music that 30 years from now, somebody's going to want to say these things. Like, even Beyonce, I said this years ago about Beyonce. I can't see myself at 60 saying some of the stuff she's saying in these songs right now. I can't see myself at 70 still wanting to hum along saying some of the stuff she's saying. Where the classic songs, 70-year-old will sing it and a 7-year-old will sing it. That's what makes them classic.
That's why I don't like to hear nobody front on Michael Jackson no more. It's almost fighting words to me when motherfuckers try to put bad mouth on Michael Jackson.
He put bad mouth. He dead, Jay. You can't put bad mouth on him.
You put that root on him.
4 years old, 400 years old. Somebody know a Michael Jackson song.
He can't put bad mouth on him no more. He gone, baby. He gone.
They tried to do him in with Neverland, Leaving Neverland.
And let me ask Crip this too, because an R&B song takes time to warm up. And they saying the attention span now is what, 2.5 minutes on the track. So can you really put do an R&B song in 2.5 minutes and it be legendary like Venom said? No slang, just legendary in 2.5 minutes.
I mean, with good R&B, you don't have to change the format because it's good R&B. I mean, people that love R&B music don't listen to a 3-minute song or a 4-minute song. It's these millennials that you're talking about with the attention.
Venom on your ass. Venom on your ass.
You sound like you're underwater, brother.
Huh?
You sound like you're a little underwater.
You that AI they put out there.
Oh no, don't do that. Yeah,
no, I agree. I agree with Crip. Like, I think if you put it out and it's quality, I think it'll catch. But
okay, Tito.
I don't think younger people care about history. And I think that is like Bruno Mars ain't the old people know Bruno Mars ain't do shit new. You know what I'm saying? Bruno Mars look back at the 70s and 80s.
Morris Day reincarnated.
Period.
And he's still putting out music.
And
I showed my nephew a picture of Morris Day and his crew, and he was like, "Oh my God, that is like, yo." He was like, "Yo, that's his whole swag." I was like, "Yeah, he's Morris Day."
Yeah.
Pretty much. And they sold 1 million records.
Yep. It's still good songs though. Now he may be, but you know why they're winning? They're doing the old school style.
That's my point.
That's why Diddy sound bored. You got people like him and Anderson .Paak literally singing like the 70s and the 80s today. That's why Diddy is bored as fuck.
Well, he said
maybe he could meet another city girl.
Well, he said that, and when you're ready to take somebody to get some goodies, it's all about fucking and not loving.
You know why? It's dangerous though. It's dangerous to play them songs if you don't love them. You know what I'm saying?
Right, you're right.
When you go back and you listening to Teddy Pendergrass and they giving you the stars, the moons, and that shit is dangerous if you don't love them.
And they don't love them.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Bubba Sparks was on my podcast the other day. He said the slickest
shit
is for all men. If you break it, you buy it.
Okay. That's real.
I have a question though for you fellas. Since we're talking about R&B, where do you feel this new emergence in Southern Soul is fitting in?
I've been digging in on it for the last year or so. I think it got a lane for itself.
You talking about juke joint music? Holding the wall music?
Yeah, brown liquor music. That's what it's called.
But it's
got its own name now. It's called Southern Soul now. And they're like really forging, like they're doing their thing right now. And they're taking a lot of R&B spots.
I like it, but what I've also realized, if you pay attention to their lyrics aren't sonnets and poems.
No.
Like, they're
telling a story.
They're telling the story with the music behind it. So when I also look for the singing aspect of it, I don't hear the great singing aspect of it. But I do hear the Budweiser, couple shots of shine, some fried fish in the voice.
King George can sing.
King George can sing.
I didn't see him live.
I tried to invite him on the show. I ain't get no response.
Busy.
Yeah, my pops put in, like, that's his shit. That's his era. So if we chilling with my pops, we listen to a lot of hole in the wall music. And it was dope to see a bunch of young dudes starting to embrace it. It won't grow the way it needs to grow because all them boys is independent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not going to be
labels no more. Everybody independent now.
Exactly.
Everybody independent. Outside of the rappers that was signed, like maybe in the last, some of the biggest rappers right now are independent. They may have a distribution deal, but they ain't signed to no label.
No, Southern Soul is a play sport, and I hope they get their money.
I really just see it growing. I didn't really start paying attention to it till King George, and I watched his movement. You know, the fact that the largest radio station in the state of South Carolina is playing his song regularly is huge. That's bigger than an R&B artist from here. That's bigger than any rapper from here to be being played. Like the amount that I hear it played, that's huge because local radio do not pick up records like that.
Well, Venom,
like Tucker should have been on. Tucker should have been on for King George.
Venom,
Yeah, Tucker's tough too.
I think you should host a party at somebody's barn and play juke joint music.
Word.
I mean, only way you get in is flannels and cowboy boots.
And he said flannels and cowboy boots.
Yeah,
we ain't doing that party until January.
That's the only way you can get in. Man, I think that's good marketing.
We ain't doing that party until January. Nobody wearing no flannel before November in South Carolina.
I think that'll be a good joint. Nothing but juke joint music, but you gotta wear flannels and cowboy boots. Or
thank you, production assistant.
She do Smitty so dirty, cuz.
They said I'd be doing you dirty, babe.
Long as she call my name, baby.
He said, as long as I call his name. See, that's what being spoiled is about.
No, that's what when you log off, what's about to happen.
Oh Lord, I know. I'm trying not to. I'm a battery.
That's what that means. When you log off, this shit is on. We going.
So I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I'm gonna spin it off something you said earlier. You said, or Carolina, you said a lot of things about how artists normally came from the church, and you had those strong voices from the church. What is wrong with these black preachers? What's wrong with these black preachers, cuz?
Oh, black preachers? They ain't preachers.
The preachers, pastors, ministers, and it ain't all black. I ain't gonna say that. It ain't, because there's some crazy white ones too. But what is the difference now where these preachers feel like they entitled to their parish's money?
Social media.
Where'd that come from?
The social media, because they couldn't see the other church across the way. They can hear about it, but now on social media, they can see that pastor over there getting money. Because everybody going live. They're going live at the church picnic. They're going live at the church anniversary. They're going live at the pastor anniversary. They're going live at the 100 Black Men. They're going live at the kids' graduation. Like they seeing what these pastors are driving, and they already talking. And they do conventions and shit when they all come together. So how that look? I got a congregation of 500. You got a congregation of 500. I pull up in an Acura, and you pull up in a Benz.
I don't think
I heard some crazy stuff. What about the $100 prayer? I just learned about this week. Who got $100 and then they give you a special prayer? I didn't know it was a thing.
That must start in a strip club.
Yes, sir.
Jesus. I ain't even gonna lie, cuz I don't know if I can hold a curse word for you to ask me to contribute to 100. Like, your relationship ain't good with God. Why would I put my trust in my soul in your hands?
That's called blind faith.
It is.
That man said, I don't deserve your McDonald's money, your Red Lobster money.
No.
I don't know you, sir. I don't know you.
But we had a conversation on the podcast, man. To be real, church is where you at. It's not in the building you're in. You can have church anywhere.
Amen. Well,
yeah, these pastors are trying to make it seem like you have to be there. You don't have to be there. Right now, if I start praying, we having church. If we start thanking God, we're having church. But these pastors are putting something on there, and they always talking about 10%. But what is 10% of nothing? So you saying the church has inflation? Because 10% at 800 BC ain't the same 10% right now at 2022. So you saying the church has inflation? Now you put banks in church.
So you think the tithe number should have went down once inflation went up? So we should maybe have went it down about 7.5.
There was never a number.
Exactly.
And you can't find it in the Bible.
There should have never been a number. When they came with this 10%, then that set a bar. And then after that, it was just more expectation because they knew where the bar was at. Because if you got two people in your congregation making over $200,000, you know you get money from at least those people right there. So I need at least over $100 from them.
The next time I go to church, cause I'm coming in with a chicken unplucked and I'm putting it in the offering plate.
Yeah, Tito made a good point. He said, where it pop up? When COVID hit, them preachers was missing the hell out of them regular tithes. They were.
That's
the grimy
a good
preachers. The grimy preachers. But the preachers that were there, they found a way. They started going. They were the first people to start going live or doing one-on-one sessions or making restrictions, but still have the church of the doors open. But with that being said, that's where all our singers come from. If you think of all our singers have a church background.
Well, now they non-binary and have other orientations. We don't know if they accepted or unaccepted. So that is another reason why you might have lost a lot of singers.
I mean, I agree, but if you think about it, right now, can anybody name me a love song now that's better than a love song?
I'm sorry, y'all. I got a French bulldog, and he just be gassing off, y'all. This is terrible.
Nobody knew but you. You just told everybody.
My face knew. I didn't want y'all to think I was making that face at y'all.
Nah,
it's a pretty dog though.
They pretty, but they stink.
Shit, all dogs' ass stink. All ass is stink. All of them.
The gas is too much. I'm sorry.
But is there a singer? Is there a singer right now that can pretty much take over anybody from the 90s or the 80s? They like sing the same song. They're going to sing the same song.
Sing the same song as the throwback song? Outside of Usher, Chris Brown, Jasmine Sullivan, Beyonce, you start getting a little weak after that. Jennifer Hudson.
Okay. Wait, let me think.
Mary.
Jasmine Sullivan.
Jasmine Sullivan.
What about music?
We almost fired music after that versus battle. Music is on a thread right now. He had a
bad night, right man. Now. He had a bad night.
Hey, I know.
A terrible night.
I know he has synthesizer a lot, but Payne can really sing though.
T-Pain can really sing.
Let me tell you something. He don't even need that. T-Pain won the daggone Masked Singer.
Yeah.
He beat people like Gladys Knight and all of them. T-Pain came to prove to all y'all mofos that he can sing. Y'all thought he couldn't sing. No, he wanted to create a style.
Right.
And he would have just sung at that time like everybody else. What would have been different?
No.
Right.
He created a style. It's just like people who say Ashanti can't sing. No, she came out of an era where they made you sing hip-hop-ish. So they weren't going for the runs and the vocal. They was very hip-hop, hip-hop, just the company hip-hop artists. Go look up Ashanti singing I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston, and then you will never say Ashanti can't sing again.
No, I believe that. So, hold on, cuz. Normally we would do a time capsule. I'm not going to do the time capsule. What I am going to do is I'm going to give everybody a little minute. I'm going to start with you, Crip. What grinds your gears right now? What bullshit, petty shit, some shit that's just, it's been done too much. It don't need to be done no more. What you don't like right now?
I know what y'all see.
There's too many like remakes right now. Like I think we counted like 65% of the songs right now got heavy samples on the radio, like right now. And like it's cool, but if you ain't gonna do it right, man, some stuff you gotta leave alone.
I definitely agree with that.
Who messed up DMX's song? I was so mad when I heard it.
Oh yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I know exactly.
It's one of them Yo Gottis or somebody. When I heard it, I was ready to fight.
It's one of them Yo Gottis.
So
they all the same. All the Memphis rappers are the same to me. I don't know.
To subtitle what Crip said, if you didn't hear him, is too much redoing. You know what I'm talking about? It's just too much. in music, in TV, in movies, nobody has any more good ideas. And I feel like the world has changed so much in the last 50 years. There's got to be a couple of original stories left.
Blame Young Berg for that. He the one that done took every song from the 90s and early 2000s and made it into a new song. What's his new name now? We go by now?
Hitmaker.
Hitmaker. And that's the thing. I don't.
He should be Remaker. That should be his name.
I don't understand like how you don't have any love for history. You doing the song from 20 years ago that was a hit the first fucking time, and you don't even care enough to know who did the hit.
The whole hit to it is like, y'all know Bird, like he not even producing those songs. Like he like Diddy, you know, he going in and getting people to do this and put this and do that and do that and then putting the stamp on it. Like I can respect it if he was actually going in there producing it, but nah, like bro, you got chill.
Yeah, that shit.
You go back and listen to this saying, you'll be mad with yourself.
I don't think it's nothing he can control, bro.
Yeah, I know. No, he had a valid point, but I was like, he was like,
You do sound like you on fast forward a little bit. Jay, what is pissing you off right now? What you don't want to see no more, hear no more, do no more? What grinds your gears?
I'm like Crip, man. Just too many sampling, man. I just want people to get to a point where they can just go out there and just sing, bro. Just go ahead and just get at it. You know what I mean? Well, you don't even have no male groups anymore. It's just everybody out there doing their own thing. You know what I mean? You ain't got no homeboy. He was like, "Hey, I know you suffering over here. Let me hit you with this back tone over here, so we can make us harmonize." There's no more harmony. There's no more nothing.
That's because them boys sleeping together now.
Well, get excited, Ray J. Bobby V, Sammy, and Pleasure P is trying RSVP. They trying to come up with a super non-talented group.
They kick Ray J out.
It's a super non-talented group. Okay. And I said this. I said the grind your gears thing. It don't have to be music. So if you want to remix your shit, you know you can remix it. Venom, what's pissing you off right now?
Okay, so I absolutely, and I say this. And it's not directed to the brothers because we done had several conversations. So you done been on our show, my show, I done been on y'all's show before. But it's what I do see on social media. What pisses me off to the fullest right now. Well, there's a couple things. There's two things. Can I give y'all two?
Come on.
Okay. The first one is that whenever there's something that goes on that's men, it's a man and it's a woman, that all men back the man and all women back the woman, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. I call it the Black Civil War. And like, instead of just calling what you know right for right, you'll find an excuse like, I'm a woman, so I gotta make this situation right for the woman because I'm a woman. Or I'm a man, and I gotta make this situation right because I'm a man. Instead of just saying like, no, bruh, you wrong. Sis, you wrong. I'm so tired of it because it's such a wedge between men and women right now because we're literally arguing non-common sense. When you have men up here still trying to tell us and explain to us that R. Kelly ain't that bad. And you'd be like, come on, bro, like really, we really gonna still do this? Like you can hold the line, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna hold the line for him, you know what I'm saying? They hold the line for Mystical, or we gonna hold the line for Jada Pinkett, or you know what I'm saying? Like, if you wrong, you wrong. I don't care what your gender is.
Agreed. What's number two?
And I know y'all will cross. That's why I said that, and respectfully, because I know y'all will say that nigga wrong. I done heard y'all do.
Yeah, there it is.
And the other thing I just wanted to say is complete bullshit that Republicans for the last 2 years got on stages and said they had the right to decide about their family, their health. We ain't gotta wear no goddamn mask. We have a right. These Democrats are trying to take your rights away by making you wear a mask, and then we're gonna tell you can't have an abortion and you can't make a decision about your body. That's the most bullshit I've ever heard in my life. You gonna say your rights are being taken away from not having to being told to wear a mask, but your rights ain't taken away because you make a decision about reproduction rights. And I just want to say that.
Sound like somebody got a backdoor deal with them condoms because them goddamn sales done went up.
Oh boy.
They better. Y'all dudes better know. Ain't gonna be no more sliding them couple $100 and going to Charlotte.
That Plan B about to be $119.99.
She said go to Charlotte like she don't roll with somebody.
Look, you can't go to Columbia. You might run into somebody you know. You better go to Charlotte.
Oh man,
That's how it used to be in the '90s, but I ain't gonna talk about that.
And she said it. That's just funny.
Carolina,
Yeah.
what's pissing you off right now?
Now I think it tapped into what Venom said. I was listening to a podcast before we went live, and they were talking about independent women, and the woman she preached about being independent, and one of the guys said that's what's dividing us. Words like that, because if you think about it, other races don't scream independent. But
nah, them Latin women, they gonna go to war for them Latin men.
Yeah, but they were just talking about black as black love. Black women scream independent. The songs, the movies, how they carry themselves. And then somebody else said, "Well, you can't say you're independent, but you need your tire changed."
You can't say you're independent if your mattress on the floor.
Yeah, your mattress.
If your mattress on the floor, you can't say you're independent.
I'm just tired. I'm tired of the division, whether it be race.
Why she can't be independent with a mattress on the floor if it's her floor though?
Well, don't talk shit to me because my
as long as it's her
off the floor.
Long as it's her floor.
Right. It gotta be her floor.
Because she owned that mattress outright.
But she can't tell another nigga he's sorry, but she's sleeping on the floor.
But if she's sleeping on the
end.
mattress she owned on the floor, and you sleeping on a whole bedroom set from rooms to go that you still making payments on, she own her mattress at least.
It ain't got no air in it. Nah, I just feel like we always like every week we're trying to find a way to divide each other. That's what I'm saying.
Facts.
Like every week there's something for us to divide. If it's not the race, the color, the sexuality, shit, the music, who's independent, who's not, what's a real man, what's not, like all that shit is dividing us.
Yeah,
put standards on people. And then you quick to say there ain't nobody good out here for you. If you got 20 walls of standards, there's never gonna be nobody good for you. So be okay with that and keep your mouth shut. I'm just saying, everything is division, man. Workplace, like we just gotta quit dividing each other, man.
I agree. Everything's a division.
Yeah, man.
So I don't miss the opportunity to say it is by design that we are at each other's throat. It is by design. It has always been by design. The Willie Lynch letters outline what you had to do to destroy the black family for 400 to 500 years, and they was not fucking wrong. So, that being said, the shit that pisses me off kind of falls in line with that too. We don't have anything. We don't really have a beef with each other. Y'all making up this beef. Y'all continuing a made up beef. If you don't like a motherfucker, don't talk to a motherfucker. It's that simple. You don't have to continue to beef with nobody, man. If I don't fuck with you, it's not dramatic. It's not loud. You may not even know until you think about it. Damn, cuz I ain't heard from Jay in 3 months. Because he don't fuck with you.
Right.
Do the things that you're supposed to do with your life, man. Love the people who love you. Cut the bullshit out and stop treating motherfuckers that look like you like they are the enemy.
Right.
All right, but you gotta get to them younger kids now, man, because now they got these terminologies, these ops. Now everybody rolling up on each other like a little buddy in Tampa.
Nobody gives a fuck about you. Nobody got ops, cuz.
I know. Nobody.
Like, you ain't got nothing.
If I come see you, if I come pick you up from high school, I need you to point out your ops. When I come pick you up, I need you to point out your ops. And I need a real reason why he your op. Because at 16, 17, 18 years old, you ain't got shit to fight on.
Nothing.
All right.
What do you own that's worthy of a fucking fight?
A backpack.
You got weed. He got weed. Hector got weed. Sylvia got weed.
He got that Nike backpack that they brand new. He got at that back to school damn event.
What makes you think that they stopped making guns when you got one. All that extra shit is the shit that gotta stop, man. So I dig this panel. I dig everybody. I'm not sure what happened with your audio, Crip, but I heard everything that you said, and it was all valid.
Damn,
No matter
I
what
felt
the
it, Crip. I felt you, Crip.
man, Venom's back there doing the robot.
fuck. She was putting up shots, cuz. She was part of the problem. She ain't your op though. She ain't your
I'm
op.
not your op. That's my boy. The Crip, my nigga.
Nah, man. I love y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a last call. I just thought it was interesting. We always talk about love and like sometimes we be pissed off and we got a right to be, and we should be able to talk about it in an adult setting. But
Right.
for the last call, I'm gonna give it to Venom, ladies first.
Hey, that head,
What's your
that head
last call?
to the side a little bit.
Oh, I look cute. Yes, bundles.
No,
Okay.
bundles.
So, I don't remember what last call is. I'm just supposed to be signing out, right?
You can give your social, you can be petty, you can be motivational, you can do whatever you want.
All right. Well, I want to say this. First of all, I want to thank the brothers for hitting me up, asking me to come on the show today. If those who don't, well, I don't really put it on my public social media, but my private, I have been dealing with extreme amount of grief. I've lost so many people, and it hasn't even been a year from when it started. I have dealt with a lot of grief. I'm grieving now. I'm going to a funeral in a few days. And if this year hasn't taught me anything else, stop waiting. Stop procrastinating. Live your life and love on your people. Stop saying, I'm going to call. I was supposed to call. We're going to see. We're going to get together. We're going to do this, going to do that. Because I'm going to tell y'all this. Me and my cousins did a trip. We did our first ever cousins trip. We said, after all the funerals we've been through, let's not see each other again at a funeral. And we went and we had a wonderful weekend. And literally less than a week later, we lost our uncle. By saying that, if we never did that, I don't even know. So by saying that is I love y'all. Do not hesitate to reach out to people. If you love somebody, tell them, because you don't know what tomorrow's going to look like. With that being said, you can follow me, the Cosign Podcast, on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, everything. We're all over the place, and I appreciate y'all's support.
Always, in a real way. Crip, what you got for the people? We can't hear you, brother.
Y'all playing.
Damn,
We ain't got no audio. He's still out.
You got a good hairline though. That thing clean.
Say it now.
Yeah, music,
Okay,
man.
there you go.
And I really ain't got nothing, man. Just follow me everywhere, DJ Kryptonite SBM. Every day, 12 o'clock, 100.1 The Beat. Fuck with me, 5 o'clock, fuck with me. And hopefully next time y'all see me, I'll be DJ of the year again, because I'm up for it again this Sunday. So
That's what's happening. DJ Crip for DJ of the year. DJ Kryptonite SBM on all social media platforms. That's where you can find them.
You better
Joe,
be Kryptonite, Jay.
what you got for the people, Joe?
Hey man, I'm just privileged to be on here once again, man. Good to collaborate with everybody on here at one time. You know, blessed to have you guys as my brothers.
Always.
We just gotta wake up, bro. We gotta stop all, like you said, we gotta push that energy a different way. We gotta be more unified. The system was designed to break us all up, but if we work together, we'll be triumphant. So again, man, there's much success to you guys. I'm always gonna push it, always gonna share it with everybody I know, and just looking forward to seeing y'all again.
Absolutely, man. Thank you, brother. Carolina, what you got for the people?
Hey, bow y'all heads real quick.
Okay, then.
I ain't falling for that.
Nah, Lord, I just want to thank you for putting us together. As Venom says, she's been through a lot and she's posted a lot. And I asked her to be on this show, and she said she wanted to do something to get her mind off. And I felt like we've done that by taking her mind off all her struggles and trials and tribulations right now. And I just want to say, I thank my family, friends, strangers, and enemies. The people I've met, people I haven't met. I want to thank you for the past, present, future. I want to thank you for my spiritual health, my mental health, my financial health. everything. Because without you, we ain't got nothing. And I think we just need to follow your suit and find you. There's a lot of people that don't know where you at, and you are just as easy as just saying, hey, I need you. Please continue to give Venom strength. Please continue to give everybody strength. Everybody's going through something, Lord. So allow other people to understand that people are going through stuff. Amen.
Amen.
What made
Fine,
me
got you
want
about
to
to open up a dirt church.
I was going to put on my heart
That's
bottom.
a fly name.
Goddamn, with my tambourine at. You know what I'm talking about? But nah, man, look, in a real way, man, this is what we do at the bottom of the bottle, man. We're trying to kill the narrative of us not getting along. I know way too many people, and they fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And they not faking that they fuck with me. None of my friends owe me a motherfucking thing, and I don't owe my friends nothing. And if you feel like you got friends that you owe, that's bullshit, and they shouldn't make you feel like that. My message for the people is love the ones who love you back and get away from them other fake motherfuckers. That's what I'm going to do today, man. Look, this is the Bottom of the Bottle podcast. I'd like to thank Crip, Jay, Venom, always bringing good opinion, good comments, good content. And my brother, Carolina, man, look, it's all out of love. Y'all like, share, subscribe, whatever you're going to do. Talk about it. Tell two people to tell two people it's more shit. And outside of that, man, everybody hang on in the background, but we are out of here.